I'm over from sunny Ireland. Have you ever been over that way?
Yeah, it was gorgeous. I landed, where we landed at, what was it, Knock International Airport?
That's a very big airport. You get
Yeah.
lost in there.
Yeah. It was right near, because of the town had the Virgin Mary appeared in the church.
Lourdes and all that, yeah.
Yeah.
I should, just thinking about these Happy Feet movies. I'll go this way.
Shifting to part 2.
You dance divinely, Robin.
Thank you, sir.
These Happy Feet movies, they're deceptively bright and colourful on top because they're incredibly dark underneath. I always think with George Miller, he kind of has this fixation on existential angst. There's a kind of 100 minutes of kaleidoscopic, shiny, bright anxiety here. I don't know if that's part of the attraction for you.
They should advertise it like it.
It's
a night of shiny, bright anxiety. Just when you thought it was safe to put on glasses. Shiny, bright anxiety. 3D shrimp food chain changing. Darwin was wrong. Brace yourself. Shiny, bright anxiety, part 2.
We've got lots of that in Ireland. Except the shiny part. No,
just type bright anxiety.
Yeah. But the idea of it being a darker kind of kids movie rather than just a general happy Walt Disney kind of
he
world.
likes to put that in. All of a sudden, there'll be cute creatures and predators. Part 2. Just like, what is it? Where are we talking about? No, we're not talking about a football game. Too late now. It's just the idea of he puts in that stuff. Like even underwater, all of a sudden it changes into being, it's not so pretty underwater, sir.
A little bit more Kubrick than Walt Disney, I think.
Yeah, at that point you go, oh, they're changing. And all of a sudden, even that was my favorite shot in the movie, I was sitting going towards the light, and you realize, no! That's it, that's the end.
The light at the end of the tunnel is a train coming. That's
Yes.
the way it works, I think, in these movies. The idea that, just looking over your career, and the idea that over the last few years now, you've kind of been fairly sporadic, you haven't done a huge amount, and I don't know whether that's because it just isn't, a great amount of scripts that you like, or whether it's just other things going on in your life, because...
Well, I had heart surgery, I had...
That'll do it.
That'll slow you down.
You got married last month, that'll do it too.
That'll slow you down in a good way. How are you doing? I need protein. What do you do? I think it was also just the idea of like you said, the scripts were like, you went, wait a minute. And I worked on like The World's Greatest Dad with Bobcat.
Yeah.
Did this with George. Yeah, you just you slow down a little bit because it was like, wait a minute. Okay, what's coming? And just wait a little. Just take your time a little more. And then went out and did stand-up just because when things were quiet, you go back and earn money the old-fashioned way in person.
But I spoke to you in LA in 2006, and it was just before you took that little break in Oregon, and it made me think during that time, it was a bit like Mel in Deconstructing Harry, that slightly going out of focus. I don't know whether it felt for you, there was a period
big time.
there.
No, it was. It was this weird thing about just being kind of, disconnected. When you have a blackout and you wake up going, well, what's this? Who are you? Oh, but perhaps I should go someplace now. And then I ended up going to rehab in wine country, which is always, as an alcoholic, keep your options open. But it's the idea of, needed to take a break at that point.
But you did say, it was a great quote about, everyone's given a little bit of madness and you must never lose that spark. And
yeah, and I think, but you can still have it without having to, destroy yourself, which is it takes a little more courage to kind of face it the other way, To face it sober is a whole other animal, to meet the demons going, all right, we'll talk. Shut up. Shut up. You don't have total control now, you bastard.
It seems like the right time to ask about the Irish connection. I was thinking with your dad, Robert Fitzgerald Williams, that's a nice sort of diddly-eye sounding middle name in there.
Yeah, it was.
Did you ever get an idea of exactly where that line came from, or did he ever sing you a ballad about this is where...
No, my father never said, your great-grandfather. I think I did know that my grandfather was a hardcore, an Irish alcoholic, really, did everything and lived a really kind of crazy hard life to the point where my father had to come home and take care of his mom. So it was a whole other game with that. So, but he never really sat me down and talked about your roots, boy. Never gave me back that.
Because you have that Bono look. Would you be interested in a life swap? Because we could arrange the paperwork, we could do a kidnap. If you could swap just for
with
maybe
Bono.
a year or two, yeah. If you
I was actually walking in a street in Paris and this guy came up and said, you're Bono! And then he realized, no, you're not. You're not fucking Bono. It was just like took 2 seconds for him to go, oh, but you're Robert Wilson.
So there you are, you're famous, it doesn't matter.
You're
Robert Wilson.
Too crazy for him, eh? We don't care anyway, so ça suffit.
Well, I'll sort out the paperwork, we'll do a swap.
Oh, God bless.
Beautiful.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, sir.
Take care.
Have you been...